Hi everyone, John here. I was just wondering whether or not we got any queen cells coming in this hive or any honey, so it could be interesting. There's been loads of swarms about the village. It was 6 days ago since I've looked at this hive. I'm going to have a look again because there's so much swarming going on, and I just hope that I didn't miss something and they've all cleared off. But there's quite busy at the front, and we'll have a look to see if we've got any honey going in as well while we're at it. Okay then, I'll suit up. One just bumped me then, but they're normally pretty friendly. I'll suit up and we'll go in and we'll have a look together. They're quite active at the front. So you can see there I've got the entrance reducer open slightly, giving them a little bit extra room to get in and out because there's a bit of a flow on, and also if the wasps come about I'll close it up again. There we go then, we'll open up and see if we've got any honey coming or any queen cells. Here we go. Well, this has got 2 supers on here. I shouldn't think they've done anything definitely to the top one. I only put it on there to give them a bit of space, but we'll have a little look. The bee's up there. I'm surprised. But I wouldn't have thought they'd put in any honey in this yet. We'll take one out from here, give us some space, and we'll have a look, see what's happening down there. I wouldn't think they're doing anything. Oh, they are actually drawing this out as well, look. Oh, they've actually drawn the top super out as well as the bottom, I think. So, yeah, look. So there we go with the top super, look, all glistening away with nectar in there, really drawn out nice and neat. And that's the top super. I didn't expect that at all. I only put that on there, give them space. So they're at it, aren't they? So that one's drawn out, that one's drawn out. This drawn out, look. And that's all drawn out. The others, I think, are partially drawn out by the look of it. So we'll close it up now, this one. We'll have a quick look in the bottom super. See what's happening there. I'll take this back one out. They haven't drawn that out actually, look. That's not drawn out. I can see they've drawn these out in here. That's actually quite heavy, it's almost full of nectar, that one. So we've got a nice lot of honey coming in off this hive. It's I would say there's about £2 of nectar in that, in each one of these frames. It's actually kind of bulged into the top with nectar. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a beautifully drawn out frame, that. So I think I'm going to have a couple of supers of honey off of here, don't you, in a couple of weeks. They've got plenty of room to put the honey because, like I say, I've got 2 boxes on it. Look, that's lovely. 3/4 full up, that is. They're all practically full up, these. They're just, I'd say £2 in every one of these. They've got £2 of nectar in there. I'll close this up, so that's enough of that. We don't want to disturb that anymore, that'd be fine. Now what I'll do now is I'll put this back. I'll put the roof on, and that just protects the honey from getting robbed. I'll take them both off now and put them to one side. We just hope we haven't got any queen cells. I'll give them a little bit of smoke because I want to get the bees off of the queen excluder. And all they do, this is a nice busy hive. Let's hope we haven't got any queen cells. I'll try to take this off without cracking it if I can. Do it quietly like that. Now, make sure the queen's not on here. Queen layer lot. We don't want queen layer lot on here. I'm missing them. Nope, she's not there. I'll put that up there and they can run up into the entrance. Now we'll have a look through here now to see if we've got any queen cells quickly. That one's actually full of honey, that one is. Full of nectar, I mean. Right, we'll have a look in here now. But this is the large brood box at the bottom. We'll have a look through that first. There's a whole frame there. There's mostly all drone brood on there. Drone, not drone brood, actually drones. They're not drone brood, it's drones ready to make queens. Check there's no queen on here. If we keep this out to one side for space, that's full of nectar, that is. That's about 4 pounds of nectar in that frame. I'm looking here, we're looking for queen cells. Got a few cat drone cells in there, quite a few. So, you know, you're going to have these drones being born this time of year in May. You know, we want drones out mating queens. If you just kill all the drones and get rid of them, then the queens don't get mated properly. So we've got to have some drones. Let's have a look at this one. Together, everyone, see what we can see. I might see something interesting, you never know. Oh, actually queen layer lot is laying a lot, like I always say. That is absolutely full of larvae and it's beautiful colour, it's nice, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to get up a bit closer because you might be able to see that. That's a lovely frame of larvae there. Look at how nice that is. Very nice. So far, no queen cells. I don't want a queen cell. Well, we do, we deal with it. There's all the cat brood in there. As you can see, it's all capped, lovely. And where it's not capped, it's full of larvae. so far no queen cells. Oh look, can you see that for such a lovely colour? Really light colour. The cap brood is, all the cappings are lovely, nice and clean, and the same that side. So we've got no queen cells as yet, but that is lovely. That is a frame to die for. I love it when you've got something really nice like that, pretty. Quite a nice frame, you know, a newish frame, fairly newly drawn out, full of cap brood. It is nice to change your frames, I think. And you've got the black ones, I suppose they're alright, but it's hard to see anyway. The eggs and things. Oh look, there's a bee there investigating my thumb. I'm going to show you, look. But you've got to be careful. See that one there, look? That was just investigating me, thinking whether I'm going to sting him or not. Have a look at that, look. Completely full of cap brood. That side and all. Can you see how perfectly well that queen is laying a good pattern? Queen layer lot. I bet a lot of people would like to buy this queen off me. Queen layer lot. So that's why I don't want to lose her. I've got to use her, haven't I, this year for... I'll use her eggs for breeding. There's another nice frame. You know, wherever there's a gap, there's larvae in there. There's no room at all for any more eggs. Just prolific layer, I think. Well, look at this one. Doesn't look like we've got any queen cells, does it? We're looking at the other box. See, there's another whole frame of capped worker brood. Absolutely lovely. Look at that. Can you get any better than that? I don't think you can. I don't think you can get better than that. Well, they're not all as good as this, I promise you. You get hives that are a bit sickly or something, you know. This is definitely one of my better ones, I'd say. Yeah, that's a nice look. Look, another nice frame. There's no queen cells on here, so that's good news. This frame here is normally pollen in here. We'll have a little look together and show you the pollen frame. Should be pollen, who knows. Notice pollen is about 20% pollen and the rest is nectar. We'll have a look in the top half brood box now, just to make sure there's no queen cells. I'll put this back. So push all the frames together, you know, very gently. If I push them really gently like that, you don't cause any damage to any bees because they get out of the way of the little lugs. So very gently pushing it back, and now I'll put this back. I'll put that back. This is all stores in here, all honey. Make sure you push them back because they fill it up else with comb. Like So I'm gonna get these bees off the edge. I've got grass in the top of my smoker. That stops any spark. If you get any sparks, that stops sparks coming out. There's a quick way we can see whether we've got any queen cells or not, is to look under here and see under here. Do you know what? We've got queen cells in there. Look at that. Ooh. So we've looked together and this hive is going to swarm. Look, you've got queen cells with raw jelly in. So I need to split this hive up. I need to find the queen now and do a swarm prevention technique. So we'll do that together and then you can see what to do if the hive's going to swarm, because this is going to swarm. Right then, I found the queen. I had to stop the film because the battery was going flat, so I didn't want to miss this, so I stopped it and started again. But I found the queen. There's so many bees in this hive. Look at the amount of bees. It was a bit difficult to find her, but I found her. Queen lay a lot. Now I'll show you the procedure to stop your hives from swarming. This is what you have to do. Find the queen. That's the first stage. And now I'm going to put a brand new hive in its place. I'll go and get one from home and I'll be back. But I'll keep the queen lay a lot in the cage a minute. I'll go and get a hive. Right, I've been home and got another hive. So,
and me.
Oh, well, and I got Lynn, the bee lady, to help.
Muscles.
That's it. So what we're going to do is, see that hive there? That hive is going to go in the place of that one. So I'm going to take this big hive completely away, right over the other side of the apiary, turn it round the other way, and this new box I'm going to put in that place. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And at the bottom of this new hive I've got a queen excluder at the bottom, so that stops the queen going out if she decides she wants to abscond with all the bees. So that would stop her for now. Once she's laid a few eggs, then I'll take the queen excluder at the bottom away. I'll show you that bit. So there's the queen excluder just there, see? So if the queen tries to get out the entrance, she can't because the queen excluder's there. I'll leave that until she's laid some eggs. So that's the first stage of swarm prevention. Next stage is move that big hive and put the queen in the new box with all the supers on the top in the same place as they were. Right, so what I've done now, I've put that where the old hive was. Look, it's a complete new hive there now, and all the bees, all the flying bees are going in there, and I'm just about to put the queen back into that new hive. The old hive is right over there, facing a completely different direction, and that's all full of queen cells. So now this one, they should think they've swarmed because it's just new foundation in there and the old queen and all the flying bees. So I'll pop the queen in now and they should settle down. And if they do try to clear off, to swarm, we've got the queen excluder at the bottom just until she starts laying eggs, and then I'll take it away. Pop the queen in now then. Pop the queen in then, shall we?
Yeah, we should. Over here. Oh no, we've got a hive.
Right, so here's the queen then. We'll pop the queen layer lock back in now. Take this off here. That's the honey supers. So we've just got brand new foundation in there now, and they draw that out. So it's all brand new, and now the queen can go in there, queen layer lock. She gone there?
I don't know, I haven't seen her yet.
There she goes, the queen layer lock, gone in there.
Straight in there.
So queen's in there.
Can't get any
Queen
further.
excluder on there. Draw them back. We've got a queen excluder at the bottom, and we've got a queen excluder at the top.
She can't go anywhere.
No. Pop that on there now. That's honey supers. So look at all the bees going in there now. All the flying bees are going back in the hive, and they're going to start drawing out that foundation, and queen layer lot should stay there and start laying a lot. I'll just take you over now to show you the hive I've moved. So there we are then. There's the hive, queen layer lot's old hive full of queen cells. There's about 10 queen cells in there. One of them was almost fully capped, so I caught it just in time, and I'm going to give it 3 more days, and then I will split this hive up into nukes. So that's how to prevent your colony from swarming when they get too big. You know, I did give it plenty of room, but it's just one of them things, but at least I've caught it. And also queen layer lot is such a brilliant queen. We'll have lots of good queens from there, because they're lovely cells in there, I can see. But there's not a lot of activity in the old hive on that stand. It's facing a different way. Of course the flying bees are not going back in there, that's why. It's just house bees in there now. So they'll finish off them cells, make them nice, fat, plump, and I'll come back another day and put them into some nukes. Right, so 3 days time I'll be taking that away, or 4 days. She should start laying by then, I would think. So that's how to prevent your hive from swarming and end up with some more bees in new boxes eventually. I'll put that on my channel as well, how I split that hive up and make another sort of probably 4 colonies out of it, or 3. So that's good news for me, but not so much honey coming in now obviously, but they will be still bringing honey into there, because that's all the flying bees. Okay then, what's we going to say then?
See you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching everyone, from John and Lynn. Ta-da!
I don't think I have. Oh, I don't know, it has just come out. That's funny, it wasn't stinging me.